yeah, playtesting is everything. I think that's the, you know, um, it's what I know I need to do more of. I mean, I'm a little bit probably overconfident about my one shot design, you know, skills, but I definitely will be going through playtesting with what I've written so far. It's probably it's more done than it should be. I really like. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Valve, the company. Well, now they are basically behind Steam, but they're also behind like Half Life and Portal and stuff like that. Their approach, now granted, it's video game design, but I think there's a lot of parallels and stuff we can pull from. But their approach to game development after Half Life, because Half Life basically, this is showing my age, but going way back when that was like 1998 when that came out, when they were developing Half Life, they they basically almost I don't know if it's quite as extreme as they made it twice, but the first build, the first time when they finally got to start playtesting, it was terrible. It didn't go well at all, and they had to go back to the drawing board on a lot of ideas, and they didn't want that to happen. So when they went into development on Half-Life 2, they got a lot more aggressive with playtesting to the point that nowadays, and I don't know exactly where this was, maybe around like the Portal days or Portal 2 is when they started implementing this like rigid structure where basically from the moment they start developing a new game, every single Friday whatever they have gets play tested. So they are building for the test, and then they sort of play test it over the weekend, and then they get the results on Monday, and then they respond to those results. And that's at the very earliest part. So they're making their game. There are no textures. There are no sounds. There's probably broken, but they've made a room, they've made a hallway, they've made whatever at the very beginning, and they start running the playtest right away. I think that in the context of a D&D space would be really interesting. But that's one of those big future goals that I have. It'd be fun to find a way to emulate that at least a little bit. It's kind of hard to playtest something where people's minds. Oh, it's definitely. I'm not saying it's easy at all. Like the idea of like the one shot. I got here. Let me see. Do I have it handy? Can I pull it up? Well, I'm sure I'll pull it up on a stream upcoming. But the one shot that belongs to this cottage that's part of this project is like 20,000 words, I think. I mean, I'm sure I'll edit it down and remove some stuff and turn some things into visuals in the PDF and things like that. I could have play tested it at 2,000 words, like I could have play tested the concept probably without my notes. I could have probably just theater of mind and ran with it and see what people respond to and see what people don't. The toughest thing for me right now is that I don't have the pool of playtesters, and I haven't like run that process and figured out the way to do it. I think, right now I run 2 games a week, which is a lot. I don't think I'll do that after one of them finishes up. I think I'll run a weekly game, but I want to keep that other space open because I do like the idea of whatever timing of the week that it is. Whatever I'm working on is something that I'm instead of running 2 games a week, that one game night that I have, I would use that to playtest whatever product it is that I'm working on. And I would just have that many people, that many groups, remote, in person, however many, so that I can just like, it'll take a lot of time to arrange and stuff like that. But I think that's probably the best way to do that. That way I have a lot of testing, a lot of room to test.